What's good, everybody? We are back again, Mr. Shonen and the Hoops. Omar and I are here to give you an anime review. We are back on this horse, and we're gonna talk about the most recently ended anime of the what some people call it the next big three. You know, the leading, the new risers, the new gen. My Hero Academia, Boku no Hero Academia. As you guys know, we do our sections. We have our 5 categories that we talk about, which is characters, music, plot, ending, and then the impact that it had basically to Westerners or mostly around the world, leaving Japan. Omar, do you want to start off? Because this is gonna be a long one.
Yeah, man. All right. Let's get right into it. Characters. You want to start with characters?
Yeah, start with me.
All right, characters. Listen, My Hero had a bunch of characters, but you know what? My Hero did a great job of handling all the characters and giving characters a certain roles, giving them all personalities and all like connections to not just to Deku, but just to like each other as well. You have All Might, all the teachers, the professors, the pro heroes, even a couple characters from Class 1B. It's great. My Hero did a great job with a lot of their characters.
Bro.
And I guess before we dive into specifics, I'll let you go off of it.
Nah, I'll go a little bit more specific. So yes, I 1000 agree. The characters in this were done phenomenally. Omar didn't give a number yet, but for me, obviously, it just has to be a 5 out of 5. Because the way Horikoshi wrote characters makes it so even the villains that you're like, yo, these are the bad guys. Wait, why am I now like 4 or 5 seasons in it and now I want them to win? Like, even though, he makes it so realistic where it's like, in the end, all these people are humans. And like Omar said, they don't have to be connected to main character. I'm always this goes a little bit toward the ending, so I'm not gonna get too into it. I love it when characters get their one-on-ones and when they actually have meaning to give to the one-on-ones instead of it just being like a random character A and villain A fight for no reason. It's they tie it up so beautifully where it's like even side villain after like a big art freaking gentle out of nowhere comes out and has like a big impact, and you're like, damn, like every single character, I loved it. It was great. They had depth. They had actual emotion. My thing also, it's like, which is, I don't know why shonen. I feel like at least the big shonens have difficulties portraying actual depth of like women characters. Like I'll think of stuff like Naruto, Shippuden, like where it's like the side cast doesn't get that much love. The main female character, they'll have their one pog moment with the other main characters. Or it's like One Piece also, they do great, but it's like they're not gonna lead something that's gonna make you feel emotional. But when you see every single female character, like when they had their big moments, it actually mattered. You had was it Uraka, right? Uraraka. When she had her moment against her like matchup, and every single fight mattered. Dude, for me, it's 5 out of 5. There's nothing I could complain about. This is exactly what I want to see in my animes when it is a long running anime. To be fair, but this is exactly what I want.
Yeah, exactly, and you know, I'm also gonna give it a 5 out of 5 here. It's like, you know, we all know the main character is Deku. He is the successor for One for All, but you go through stretches of episodes where it's centered around Bakugo, Uraraka, Todoroki, Millennium. It like you go All Might. It's such an amazing like feat for an anime, especially modern anime, to do it where you don't have hundreds and hundreds of episodes to do it. My Hero was what, 140, if that 160. Yeah, it's like you didn't. Compared to what older anime was and how much time they had, My Hero did such a great job.
Yeah, I completely agree. Going from there, I will like I'm gonna go to music just because I like keeping everything simple. So okay, so I'll let you go first because I need you to remind me of the music because all I know is that there's one song that created like such a big movement that every single like edits of anime and things like that had to be You Say Run. So I know that's good, but
you Say Run, I just got goosebumps. You Say Run is like it's probably the best OST of this time, of this generation, and it is top tier of all time when it comes to anime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's up there with One Piece's OST. Say You Run. You know the moment you hear that little jingle where it starts, and then you know something's about to go down, and then you hear the jumps, and you know, and then All Might gives like, you probably have heard this before, but let me remind you, and it's like, oh shit, here we go. This will be better for, and then the openings, and even the endings. You have Polaris, like your day one.
I'll leave that to you. I don't know. I know the songs. I know they're bangers, but
okay, good. Go ahead. I'm gonna get you going. I'm gonna let's
okay,
talk.
So while he looks that up, I will agree. The music is great. Openings were fire. Endings were fire. The OSTs. I would also give it a 5 out of 5 just because, like, I'm telling you, the way the anime pulled off My Hero was great. Especially because this was before the age of animation had to be top tier. They still ran their good 5 seasons of like bangers and bangers and bangers. And dude, it's hard to go like for however many opens they've had, it's hard to go 1 for 1 every time. But they managed it. Some were a little bit weaker. But there was never an open where I was like, this is utter garbage. Let me skip it. Let me turn it off. And I want to say also, they were pretty good with at least not spoiling too much. Like, they right? I don't think their openings really spoiled that much. It was, they did it good.
They did it, yes.
Yeah. But yeah. Were you able to find some of the songs or still looking?
Peace Sign was the one that was bothering me a lot. Peace Sign, okay. Polaris.
Yeah. I mean, I know it blew up literally that artist, I feel like maybe didn't blow up because he was really big, but it blew up his career even more, at least in the West Side, when all of his music came out, bro.
The Day. You have The Day. That was the one. The Day's the first opening you get, and it is peak. Then you end up getting Polaris, Peace Sign, Murakano. With the Vigilante arc, Elite, and even the last one, completely like elite. And My Hero did a great job with its music.
Yeah.
5 out of 5.
Yeah. All right. Going from there though. Plot. How are we feeling about plot? Because I agree with you. It's a thinker. So if you want to think about it, I can try to say my way.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Obviously, the plot was very, very unique because nowhere had we seen someone take the regular world and be like, all right, but what if we gave everybody superpowers? You know, we never saw it. I feel like in anime. To be correct, yeah, we have Marvel, yeah, we have DC. Now let's make it anime. What happens if we do all that and just make it anime, but make it like regulated? And then you think the whole time you're just gonna, okay, so this is gonna be about this kid that had no powers become like, you know, especially nowadays you see like in manhwas where it's like, oh, the weak guy, and then he gets powers and then he's super OP. No, that was not. It was, you need to learn to control these powers because your body cannot contain it, so it breaks down. Yeah. Where have you ever seen that where literally the power that this person controls now is too overbearing for them to even use it? It's like boom, and then you're like, okay, cool. Well, now we're in school, so maybe it's gonna be like a school life. Nah, season 1 said nope. They say no school life slice of lifestyle. This is a shonen. Get ready for some bomb ass fights with All Might and freaking that Nemu hitting that back and forth, that Lucci and Luffy type beat of just throwing punches. And like I said, the plot, seeing Deku kind of like, as he said, they told you the first episode, they said, this is the story of how I became the greatest hero. And they lived up to it all the way because we saw that boy get crushed, get defeated, get like tears, be abandoned, he went through so many things that we saw him grow up. Yet at the same time, even though I'm supposed to be listening to this hero here, and the other side they have me being like, wait a second, these bad guys, they're bad because of the situation they were put in. Like, I can't hate someone for being multiple personality disorder. I can't hate someone for being abandoned by their family because of the way that her quirk was created. And just having some parallels so perfectly aligned where it's like, I don't even know who I want to win because I'll be happy either way. But then tying it up beautifully, that goes to the ending. This plot for me was one of those one of a kinds where it's like protege, villain protege, good protege. We're gonna see both grow up now, and then they're gonna fight in the end. And it's plot for me, obviously, it's a 5 out of 5, bro. This is
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna like just piggyback when you said absolutely. You like My Hero did what Naruto wanted to do, but just so much better. The fact of that hard work overtakes talent. Naruto had like I don't want to say Naruto had it easy, but he got Kurama from the jump, and like that always gave him an edge. Deku, we saw it episode 1. Deku got his power, and his body broke apart because he used it once. Aizawa wanted to drop him out of school because he thought he was gonna be useless, and so Deku said, "No, I'm already learning. I'm just gonna throw this baseball from the tip of my finger." And then they give you peak fights throughout the story. You get Deku versus Overhaul, and it's through different villains throughout the different arcs. And then you mentioned the school, the fact that we're in a school. They even use that for elite fight. Deku versus Todoroki. It is one of the greatest fights out of My Hero, and that is just a school like brawl.
Yeah, and it's literally like one of the most defining character developments of Todoroki, which just goes back to like how they do everything just fits so perfectly of like building it up. I also like completely forgot to like you just said it. I was predicting like a Naruto-esque type just because of like, oh, Bakugo, season 2 has the rival, he wants to get stronger. Maybe he's gonna become a villain. When the villain captures it, I'm like, all right, well now he's gonna join the villains.
Never.
Curveball, no, I'm a hero. And it's just like, damn, like I didn't know what to expect with the next chapter or the next episode. I'm like, what I'm thinking is gonna happen is completely just like, nah, we're doing something unique where it's like, dude, I don't know, dude. It's so
and
good.
then they also, before I get there, I just want to give credit that it like you said, anime has never done like superpowers across, and this is not even like One Piece where devil fruits are technically still super rare. We're just shown that they look common, but they're extremely rare.
Yep.
Everyone and their mom has a quirk.
Yep. It's actually like more of a specialty to not have a quirk. Like to
Exactly.
not have a quirk means you have a sixth toe. I think that was the whole thing, if I remember correctly. It's like
exactly. So it's like, and they take away Bakugo just to give All Might his like final fight, until like you see it a little bit later on a new way. But that's All Might versus All for One, and they didn't use Deku as like the scapegoat.
No.
It was Bakugo, and it was great. Todoroki finding his way to deal with his father.
Oh, dude, it's
And it is just, My Hero did such a great job. And then they also did give you like there's probably a mole, and you would have never guessed who the mole was.
Yep, dude. I'm telling you, dude. And then the thing is too is that they made it so arcs, even though the main character's involved, it's like the arc is meant for someone else. Like that whole saving Bakugo arc ends with him finally breaking down and being like, why was it like it? What did it have to be? Is it my fault that All Might no longer exists in this world as the superhero? And it's just there's not many that do it that way. That's why My Hero was so successful when it first came out in the anime. Why it ran so long, because ain't nobody doing it like that. And even now, when it's been over like maybe like 2 years, 3 years, nobody's still done it like that. They're trying to get to that level. Going from there, so we talked about characters, music, plot. Now we're moving to, let's do impact first, because we did not do a last season review, and the ending might go a little bit long. So let's do impact. 5 out of 5.
Yes. Go.
It's the anime for new age anime watchers. It became I don't even know when I don't remember when it came out. Like maybe in 2016, if I'm maybe ballparking it. If you didn't watch from 2000 to 2010, your first watchers are always like, okay, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. If you watch them from 2010 to like 2015, 2016, it was like Attack on Titan. And then after 2015, from there on, it's like, yeah, your first anime is going to be My Hero Academia. Like, yes. That's your starter anime, and you're gonna thank me for it, and that's what's gonna get you into everything else. Westerners loved it. The amount of yaoi shippers I saw for Deku and Bakugo, and things that I see on Tinder. I mean, on not Tinder. I'm freaking on TikTok.
I don't know what you be doing over there, bro.
Bro, the things I see on TikTok, all those sus freaking Deku voices, and the impact is there.
And then even then, you look at all these Instagram edits, whether it be for anime or people at gym, and then you just hear the say you run song in the background. It's 5 out of 5 impact. You feel it outside of the anime world. In real life,
it blew up, and I mean,
friend, you were downtown and we went to a bar, and My Hero Academia was playing on one of the bars.
Yep, that is 1000% true. That does be happening. So you got to give it a 5 out of 5 because these especially these women, these girls, they be loving all these ships that they make in their heads during when the anime was coming out, bro. My Twitter, everything, bro, it was everywhere. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't. Anyway, impact is obviously a 5 out of 5. Going to the ending,
Andy,
I'll let you go on because I know for a fact that you waited for the dubs because you actually watched this anime dub, correct? It might not have been your first one, but
exactly. I started My Hero when it was like 4 or 5-ish seasons out. So, and I was told the dub is good, which it is. The dub is elite. My Hero is one of the best dubs I've seen. So I was like, you know what? I tried to do part of season 7 subs, and they just didn't hit the snip because those are not the voice actors of emotions I was used to. So I decided to wait for it to be dubbed. Andy, if we're just talking about the ending, we said it. They gave everyone their 1v1.
yeah.
Bakugo beating All for One.
Yeah.
Elite. Todoroki getting his fight with his brother. Elite.
And the whole family showing up was elite also, where it's like,
so
nah, oh, dude, don't get me started.
Udaroka. Her fight with Toga. Elite.
Am I beautiful?
Her getting PTSD from the fight. Elite. And you're watching and then Deku versus Shigaraki. That Shigaraki willing to die with a smile because he says, I may be the villain, but I'm the hero to the misunderstood people.
Yep. Yeah, I may be a villain, but I'm a hero to them, bro. And then you look back.
And then on top of that, My Hero says we're not gonna be the anime that forgets about the supporting cast. Deku got the final punch in, but to get Seiyu Run played one last time, as all the remaining heroes are able to fight, protecting Deku so Deku can get the last hit in. My Hero Academia, like for as toxic as the fanbase was as it was coming out, and that's why it got such a bad rep for such a long time, it is going to be one of the best modern animes ever.
I 100% agree. I think it is one of the best completed endings with no loopholes left, except one. What's gonna happen in the OVA? Because My Hero technically has not ended, so we can technically give it a question mark. I feel like that would be appropriate. It would obviously be a 5 out of 5, but yes. I gotta see what this OVA is. I gotta see if they're gonna pull out a Naruto the Last where they make a movie. Because I'm waiting to see if Deku gonna hit. If he gonna get his girl.
I think he will. But I also feel like Deku's gonna get his own moment over One for All disappears, because we did also get teased of his suit, his new suit at the end of the last final season. Will we get one final Detroit Smash? Dude, with the last time Seiyu Run will ever play.
Dude, it's
I need that.
Something to look forward to.
In theaters, I'm going.
It is something to look forward to 1000%. I think it is coming out in April in OVA. It has been confirmed that there's one more chapter that we gotta adapt. And we're gonna hope that it's like an hour special at least, you know?
Yes.
The ending, Omar said it best, was fascinating. The fights were great. My favorite parts, though, obviously, are the ending parts, where it's like, what happens after the big fights? Todoroki and his family showing up for what's his name again? Oh, Dabi. Well, Dabi, I know that's not his real name, but for Dabi, as you're seeing, for Toya, as you're seeing, he's like basically like on life support, like in death's door, and he's like, get out. I still hate you guys. But then Todoroki comes up and is like, yo, what's your favorite food? Like, let's learn about each other. Which then you finally see Toyo regret what he does as he sheds a tear, realizing that all he wanted was a connection with his family. He answers Soba. Todoroki turns and says, me too, with a big ass smile. And I'm like, damn, bro, family. And then you're like, happy moments. But then you go to Deku, where he confronts Spinner. I think that's his name.
Yes.
Where Spinner, you're seeing Spinner be like, you took Shigaraki from me. Like, he growing into his monster form, and he's like, I'm gonna write a book to let everybody know what an actual hero he was, bro. Spinner was his day one. They played League of Legends together, and that's how they were friends from that. And it's like, damn. Obviously, you talk about the PTSD, seeing that it's not a yo, this happened, let's forget about it the next day. Like we were talking about characters, bro. There's so much humanity to them that you're like, wow, they're coming to life. They're coming, and then you're like, all right, well, the ending. They hit you with the fake out,
crying,
bro.
Bakugo crying because he thought he wasn't good enough to let Deku keep his quirk, and like it's happening again because it was his fault that All Might burned the rest of his quirk out, and it's just like the growth of everyone,
bro. The growth of everybody, and then we get the time skip. Oh, bro. Obviously, spoiler warnings, but I had put that back there.
Nope.
And then we get the time skip where he's a teacher, and you're like, damn, bro, my boy's a teacher. That's where all the memes were coming about. Like, man, Deku, put the fries in the bag. You're really a teacher, bro. Like, you're a nobody now. And then you're like, oh, well, I guess this is it. You know, he helps a kid, and he's like, and this is how I was the great hero. The end. Boom. All Might grabs the sign, the big ass the end sign, smashes and says, nah. Everybody gets a happy ending here. Here's this freaking suit that is like the advance from the prototype that I wore during that big ass war. And like you said, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen with that suit? I do hope we do see it in action, but yeah, My Hero was a one of a kind. I don't think it will ever be. There will never be something that hits those points as well as he was able to hit everything that he hit. Obviously, I want to see something that lives up to it, but I'm glad that new generation authors can look at My Hero and be like, damn, I was reading that, which inspired me to become an author. Like, I'm glad not everybody's gonna be like Kishimoto, Oda, Togashi. You know, it's these new age guys that I want to see inspire the future, because in the end, anime's gonna always evolve and be better and better. And these are the type of animes that blow up and influence everybody. So yeah, endings question mark, but parentheses 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, and my Hero is like, yeah, ending is 5 out of 5. I am like so happy. This is one of the animes I've watched. Honestly, it used to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Would be like, what is the first anime I should watch? Mm-hmm. My Hero Academia is my new answer.
Yeah, that's it's completely understandable. It's like I said, it's one of the ones. It's one of the ones you gotta recommend now. It's gonna be someone's top number one. Not mine, but I'm biased. But it's up there. That will, I believe, be all from us. This probably won't be the last time you'll see us review My Hero, though. If this OVA does come out in theaters, we will 1000% watch it. But yeah, let us know any other animes you guys want us to watch. Please check out the videos before, like, subscribe, leave a comment of an anime that you want us to watch, or any other ideas you guys have for us. We're here to read, listen, whatever you guys want to do. But yeah,
that's gonna do it. Go beyond, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.